Hi, today is Tuesday, July the 30th, and I would like to talk about one person and one person only today. First of all, I would also like to mention that in no way, shape, or form am I putting any false accusations out. What I'm speaking is the truth. Jonas Rogato is a leader, former youth pastor at Castle Fire, Toronto. He works in the office doing some creative work. I believe for those who don't know him, he is married to Melanie Regato and he has four children to get well. That's another story. But I'd like to repeatedly say that Jonas Regato, I have repeatedly said that Jonas Regato has followed me. In fact, it's called stalking. It's commonly known as stalking. Jonas Regato actually has got, I have secured employment at KGS Research. I was in office, but now I'm remote. Remote is, as everyone knows it, it's from the pandemic where people work remotely. I have a brand new laptop that I bought for work, and I have a headset to do surveys at home. It involves just bringing up three programs installed software. Zapier, which is for the headset and dialing, and Skype, which we all know what Skype is, and it's called Vitadial, Vicadial, I believe, which is used for call centers. These are all installed on my computer. Now, with that being said, I had also arranged to move out of my room that I live in Mississauga and have been living here in Mississauga since December 13th, sorry. And I have a lease and I have been living here. I had been arranged that I was accepted, that I was almost accepted. I just had to secure I guess it was employment letter. That's what it was, the employment letter. That it was for a apartment complex in Etobicoke off of Lakeshore Boulevard West. Jonas Legato, because he's angry, because I had stated repeatedly that I would not be his companion, because I have Duncan Smith as my companion. And according to the clauses, my primary companion can decide which, who, what, where, and when. We had discussed it, and we had said repeatedly that we did not want Jonas Legato anywhere near me or as a companion. Besides the fact I'm 54 years old, going on 55, and he's what, 32? Age wise, maturity wise, I could say something else. Anyways, so this was decided about. Jonas Regato has repeatedly followed me. He went into the apartment complex office and said, I am Michelle Verhaven's supervisor at her work. She will not be having a job, and threatened them. He also went down to Mixon Storage, where my things are, and said, I would like to rent as of July the 1st, July the 1st, Unit 515, and it has to be Unit 515, and I need Unit 515. Where's my things? Mixon Storage, Unit 515. And I am telling you the truth. I had called them. I did owe them some money. I called them and I arranged to have a move out contract. It's not really a contract, move out agreement with the owner who I spoke to. I have e-transferred $500. I have proof of that on my e-transfers at CIBC Bank. And I was going to e-transfer them, or I am going to e-transfer them another $200. That is $700 essentially, and to move out by August 1st. I had an apartment lined up. I had movers lined up. I had the money to get my things out of Mixon Storage. Jonas Regato went down to the apartment, threatened the landlord, or rather the property management company office, and went into my place of employment in Scarborough and said that I quit. I still have my job. I have been in contact with my supervisor, In addition to doing that, Jonas Rogato has repeatedly, thank you, noticed the scar on my chin. I also have bruises which are covered up. Thank you. I do not need to say any more. They were strictly from Jonas Rogato and Zachary Ledoux. We're not talking about Zachary Ledoux right now. Maybe another day we will. Right now we're going to discuss Jonas Rogato and how he has managed, due to his computer knowledge, access my laptop. Now, all of you know that there are people who hack into other people's laptops, and there are people who hack into other people's emails, software, anything like that. He has managed to hack in and blocked for today and yesterday the ability for me to access the software that I need in order to complete my job, start my job, do my shift. I was in contact with Skype. I did screenshots. They said, okay, this is duly noted. It's not your fault. We understand it happens. Things like that. That's what they said to me. So I'm not in danger of losing my position unless then Jonas Rogato went in and said that I quit my job. Why would Jonas Rogato go in and say that I quit my job? First of all, let's state here that I do have proof and I do have knowledge, and I could get backed up by certain members of the office staff, in particular the leadership and staff members that I'm not going to name right now, but I do have knowledge of them. So the senior leader, Murray Smith, he knows this. He has knowledge of this. Murray does not like me mentioning his name and his knowledge because he's got enough to deal with in the office, with having to deal with everyone in the office, and what he needs. He needs prayer. He needs prayer. He does. I'm going to implore you to pray for Murray and Ash. They need prayer for their staff members and for having to deal with the staff members that are involved in satanic crimes. They need prayer for having to making decisions and having to get the strength that they need. So I implore you to pray for them. I'm also going to state that, where was I? Yes. Jonas Rogato, who came from Brazil, had to go back when he was married, Melanie, and when Lara was younger, a baby. He had to go back to Brazil to go to a mental institution. We call them here mental wellness centers. He is known to have a mental illness, a severe mental illness. He's also known to have severe anger issues, and that's where it comes in for Lara, Jasmine, and Summer. That's what comes in the fact that he is known to abuse them physically. He's known to abuse Melanie physically. He's known to abuse Lara and Jasmine and Summer and Theodore sexually. He has known to do this. Jonas Rogato gets so angry that he takes out his whips and he 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 whips. And what Jonas Rogato has a tendency to do is he's stolen things of mine, and he has taken items such as I'm going to say undergarments and clothing and shirts and mail and letters. Now, if you know anything about the supernatural realm, what it is, and I'm just going to state, is that he whips and he whips and he whips and he whips and he hits and he hits and he hits and he hits. And to me, if there is someone on staff, whether it be in any kind of position in a place of business or any kind of position in a church, where he would walk into an office and take out his whip and hit his wife and hit children and hit other women who do not want to be his companion, then what is that saying about him? What is that saying about people like Melinda Jeffries and Zachary Ledoux, who are security in that place? And I'm going to implore you to pray for those who are upstanding and righteous in the office, because they have tried and they have tried. And believe me, when they keep trying and trying and trying and get beaten down the way they are getting beaten down, that is as a result of someone like Jonas Rogato and Zachary Ledoux and Melinda Jeffries and John Arnott taking over the whole office and beating down the righteous and true. This is what I also would like to state. I have made comments to Duncan Smith and Kate Daniel Smith that I will, if they can, as presidents of Catch the Fire World, arrange that because of my early childhood education diploma and my clear record of anything, meaning my clear record, basically, I do not have a mental illness, so that's a clear record. I do not have any kind of criminal record. I do not have any kind of drug addiction. I have asked them if they could arrange. I'm willing to be a legal guardian to Lara and Jasmine and Summer and Theodore. I am willing to be their legal guardian. Once secured housing, I'm willing to take over their upbringing with allowing, once Melanie has had some counseling and once Melanie has gotten her job and gotten herself situated, allowing Melanie to have visitation, chaperone visitation. Jonas Rogato, I've been spoken to by Lara, says she never wants to see her daddy again. Neither does Jasmine. They never want to see her again. And I have spoken to them. I said, if it is up to me. See, most children until they're the age of 10, they have to see their family unless it's a severe abusive situation, which this is. And the fact that Jonas Rogato is involved in dealing with in satanic crimes. So, with that being said, once a child reaches the age of 10, they make the decision that they do not want to ever see they will be able to stay with their legal guardian or adopted family. A social worker speaks to them and a judge as well privately. As well, they can decide whether they want to stay with their legal guardian or if they want to go to another partner or another family member that may have petitioned for their guardian for their adoptive status. I'm willing, and when I say willing, I mean I love those and adore those girls. All of them. I adore each and every one of those children. They are grafted in my heart. And I have the capabilities. I have a job where I'm working remotely, so I'll be able to be at home with them at daily basis. I had talked about once things get started, once they get involved, get into my home, that they will be able to do lessons, dance lessons, swimming lessons, skating lessons, cooking lessons. Those are the things those were lessons that we have discussed. I will, with anything and everything, give them the world. What I cannot give them right now is a home because I live in a room. Jonas Rogato ruined that apartment because he knew that's what was going to happen. He would like to ruin the job because he knows that that's an income for me in addition to any kind of income I would receive by having the girls as legal guardian. I also would like some prayer. This is a prayer request. My biological family has seen some of the videos, and so what's going on right now with my biological family, who has no knowledge of my life for the past 7-8 years of what has happened in regards to the individuals, the satanic behavior, Satanists. We're going to call Satanists following me, threatening me. They have no knowledge of that. All they know is what they know. I do not share anything. They do not agree with me being Christian, obviously, because they themselves have some involvement in other church. I'm not going to say anymore. They have, however, gotten angry. So I would like you some prayer in regards to that. I would also like some prayer in regards to the fact that people are scared. They're being threatened. People are scared to come over and say hi to me. You don't need to be scared. I would love that. I would like some prayer. I'm volunteering. I'm working remotely. The people I met at the office, most of them were, I don't know. I guess I have a high standard. My standard is I would like to hang out with people who, and I say hang out, I would like to be around people who have an education, who I can have a educated conversation with, not necessarily about our Heavenly Father or the Bible or speak spiritual matters, but I would enjoy to speak about politics. I'm just telling a little bit about myself right now. I cook, I bake, I'm a culinary artist, I'm a foodie as the trend goes. I don't know. I like to go to the St. Lawrence Market. I like movies. I love movies. I love reading. I love the library. I love reading the newspaper, knowing what's going on in the world. So maybe that's my problem. I like to have conversations with intelligent people, people who can actually have an intelligent conversation with me. And that's the problem. I didn't really hit it off with anybody in the office, besides the fact most of them smelled like marijuana. And I had to leave the office at one point because of the reaction to my prescription medication. I don't. So yeah, I would like to have that. If some people could pray for that. What else? Oh yes, my things are still in storage. I would like. I need grace and favor over there. They're there. I've got a move out agreement now for August 15th. I need a place to go to for August the 15th. I know our Heavenly Father is going to provide. I am not faltering, not wavering, not going round and round again. Our Heavenly Father is a great provider. He's a great healer. He's a shepherd. He's of my peace and my healer, my provider, my peace. Now I'm going to say my sermon. I would also like to get yes, obviously it's going to be a 2 bedroom. And if it's an apartment, that's fine. If it's a townhouse, that's good too. And I would need it to be near a park, near schools. So Laura and Jasmine could have schools, near a childcare center, because I would like to put the younger two into childcare twice, 3 times a week, just because educational wise, most children who now enter into any kind of junior kindergarten or kindergarten here in Ontario have already had some form of childcare and have already learned. And so you need to, in order for them to excel and go on into JK and kindergarten and excel in it. I know that sounds very strange. You have a young child who's at the age of 3, excelling in junior kindergarten, but it gives them a leg up anyways, and it helps them with their social development, their behavior development, as well as their emotional development. I would also, let's see, I don't know. I don't want. Our Heavenly Father has said to me that you will not be going back to Toronto unless I have the president of the churches come with me, and they're coming in September, I believe. I don't know if that's going to happen. In terms of the fact that has to be a discussion, and it has to be my prayer. Yes. So right now I live in Mississauga. As stated before, I've lived here since December 13th. I know my way around Mississauga. I go into downtown Toronto on a weekly basis. And so my phone number, my email address, and my messenger are on Facebook. If I don't know who you are, if I don't recognize your name, if I don't know who you are, I don't accept your friend's request. The reason is because I've had individuals try to access my Facebook in order to get information, and that's what happened in the past. So let me reiterate. I would like prayer for a home with 2 bedrooms so I can be legal guardian to Lara and Jasmine and the younger two. I would also need to get my things out by August 15th. I also would like it to be near a park, near schools, and what else? I would also like everyone to pray for the leaders such as Marie and Ash, Stephen, Sandra, and Lillian Brown and Daniel and Candace at Castle Fire Toronto. They need your prayers. They need help. And when I say help, I mean practical help. Practical help. You ask them if they could do anything. Ash probably will say, no. Just seek our Heavenly Father on that. Yes. So I think that's pretty much it. Jonas Regato, if he follows me, and if you see me out in Square One, generally, or in Millstown Center or Square One, and you see Jonas Regato around, he's following me. Call security or call the police. If you see him, if I'm out, you see me downtown Toronto, and which he has followed me to the St. Lawrence Market, you see him, and you see me, call the police. Or Zachary Leonard as well, call the police. I think that's about it for today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and have yourself a great week. Thank you.